We will make a tap in right here. We need to go in now. All right, we need to go right here. I can't. Lonnie put me here. Yeah. Ask God for that. One more time. Let's go to block. Can you scoot over this way? Huh? He can scoot over this way, right? Yeah. Can you scoot over like this way? Like Beast Production. Hey, Pete. Hey, you put it on your Facebook page? Put it on your Facebook page? Open up your Facebook page. I'm going to share it on your page. Oh, everybody should be looking at it. Hey, it's close. I don't know. There we go. There you go. Good. Well, we going in the picture there. Hold up. One more. Real quick.
I'm good, right?
Hello. Welcome to the award-winning ladies of the CHYNA'PINK Spoke Show. Today, we have a lot of special guests today, y'all. We deep today. We got a first half and a second half today. So, we obviously going to do the first half probably longer, only because there's more people on the first panel, first half. So, I'm going to let Ant start since he's at the end of the table. We're going to go around real quick, let all our guests introduce themselves. Ant, you up first, baby.
What's going on, everybody? I go by the name and farm music, Anthony, whatever you know me as, and from the top 5 band.
Yeah,
y'all more.
Yeah. Man, what's going on, baby? What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm the band That's Project.
I love all that project.
Can't represent, you already know.
Period. Okay, Wylie K, what's going on?
Wylie K, Miami Takeover.com, baby.
Period.
We about to turn up. Run the numbers up. Where you at? Share it right now.
Let's go. Peekaboo. Ooh. Co-host, what's going on? We going around, baby. You next. Yeah, that's it.
Well, it's none other but your favorite famous pink face painter, Pinkaboo. You can find me at pinkabooartistry.com on all platforms. The Pinkaboo Experience.
Yeah. Okay, we got JYB in the building.
Y'all already know what it is. Once in the yard, always in the yard. I'm the DOG dog, Mr. 211 himself. MIA, we coming.
Okay.
And you gotta give me back here, okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
Oh, she already know. I said, okay? It is none other than 50 bands. Lisa S. Canty, aka City Girl Boss, and you already know I'm in these travel streets all around the globe. But yeah, find me at Join Lisa S. Canty, and I'm so excited to be a part of the CHYNA'PINK show, award winning. Thank you.
We excited to have you, man. Hold on, before we go to the next guest, I just gotta tell you, Lisa.
Yeah.
You know how many people that text me and call me was like, I'm so happy that Lisa is a part of y'all show now.
Yeah.
They definitely love this for you. And I thought that and look, Nico saying I was one of them. He really was. Like you got a whole, I don't even understand Lisa, how you got a whole, yes. You got a whole fan. You got a whole fan squad, Lisa.
I give it to God.
And I love that for you.
I give it to God and this whole fabulous, amazing crew of women who are not haters, but they congratulate us. I love you ladies for real. And
Right. Okay, we got Black Passion in the building.
What's going on, man? It's your boy DOC. You know, Black Passion, Bet on Black. I'm here. You already know, representing Black Passion Band, representing this Miami Takeover, 17 years.
Yes. Okay, Maya, underscore Bridget.
Maya, on Instagram, London_Bridges. London everything, because that's my son name, not mine.
Y'all, so there y'all have it. We definitely went around real quick to introduce everyone. So let's just jump right into it because we're a little late. Let's jump right into Miami Takeover. Wylie K, do you? Yeah. First of all, let me just say this. I am very honored that I am the host for Miami Takeover this year.
You should be. You go there every year.
Look, right,
You
the
are
last
a
12
big
years.
supporter
Yes.
to Wylie.
Yes.
I'm happy that you made her host.
Yes.
Want to turn my mic down a little bit, or am I too loud?
But I wanted y'all to know that things go unnoticed. Like, you all and the whole crew coming year in and year out. And, you know, when I started thinking about this year, I said, what better way to show y'all appreciation than CHYNA'PINK hosting the joint?
That's
You
perfect.
know what I mean? And I value you all input because at the end of the day, we about to re-energize this thing this year.
Yes.
And when we put it out there and you put it out there, the shit went crazy. So you gotta keep the energy.
Absolutely. And that's what we're going to do.
Elevation.
Listen, we're going to rock that party this year like never before.
Period.
But I also been watching you from the hosting side of the world. You know what I mean? So one thing about me, sometimes I might not say anything to people, but I'm watching good work. And you've been putting in good work, and you're knowing how to engage the crowd. You know what I mean? So like, take that when people are, y'all need to book them for one. So make sure y'all book them. But when you're promoting a party, your job is to make the party hyper than what we already thought it was. And so the parties I've been to recently, you hosting, A1 job.
Definitely get the party started. Thank y'all. I so appreciate it. So hold on, what's going on here? What's going on? Everything okay?
No, they just trying to, trying to share the show.
Okay, so we gonna go ahead and kick it over with you since you want to end.
You on the end? Don't say it like that.
No, I'm just saying like he on the end of this table. So he number one obviously right now. So and kick us off. Let us know what top 5 got planned for Miami Takeover.
Obviously we're gonna play and do our thing as far as what we do musically. But also, I know y'all see me with this big baggy hoodie on. I've been in the gym for about the past year, so Miami gonna be the first time that I'm trying to let everybody see what a nigga been working on. No, I'm gonna come from behind the keyboard. I don't know why the women gotta add a workout on the beach or something. But anyway, but no. Hey, we gonna set it up.
50 bands going hard today, y'all.
But on your side, we're gonna obviously come and make sure that we make our contribution felt musically. Make sure we do our thing or whatever. That's pretty much what it is. Fitness and music.
One thing I'm gonna say about this dude right here, you know, he's a real humble guy.
Yeah, very.
Very humble. One thing I learned about him, it's like any great entertainer or player, you put them on the floor, they score. This dude right here, he scored. 30 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
I got it.
That's Giannis.
I gotta co-sign that, seriously. Like everything top 5 here, I be up here every Wednesday when they here. Right. Because now it's only 2 Wednesdays out the month, right?
Yes.
Right, okay. Yeah, the ones y'all up here, we definitely coming through.
Kristen literally gets over working like 7.
That's my girl. Why y'all didn't bring her here?
A matter of fact, on some Wednesdays, if y'all see her, she literally be coming straight from work.
Okay.
Special shout out to Chris.
That's my boo.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we are very excited. So top 5, this is actually your first year in Miami Takeover.
This our 2nd year.
Second year.
Somebody
But this my personal. I think this is my 3rd year.
Okay.
To Miami Takeover.
I like that. I love that for y'all. So I love that y'all be hitting everything, literally.
Yeah.
All fans don't hit everything, and it's important, in my opinion, to hit everything. And I love that y'all can pull that off.
Yeah, we try.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so Ben, you next up. Even though you're not part of Miami Takeover, you are part of one of the up and coming bands, RNS Project. We definitely want to bring you on here this month. You definitely came out last month, supported us, and I definitely told you we was gonna squeeze you in this month because we definitely want our audience to know what's up with Ben Wade. What's going on, love?
Okay. I had to make sure.
It's working out.
Yeah, we good. Basically, man, RNS Project on the move, man. New wave. Like I tell everybody, man, get your surfboards, man. Because we here. It ain't a whole lot to talk about. And I'm going to go ahead and speak RNS Project on that Miami Takeover next year into existence.
Okay, I like that for y'all.
Sitting right here with Mr. Wylie K. You know, since I'm sitting right beside him, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the air. We'll see y'all next year, Miami.
I love that for y'all.
It is what it is, man. But yeah, we just try and keep it moving, try and stay humble, you know, trying to duck the hurdles. It is what it is. It's a wild go-go game, man.
So, man, tell us all the spots that RNS, because y'all be a little bit of everywhere. I be saying RNS at the urban joint, the comedy joint, Murray Lou's. Like, let us know where RNS at every week. What's going on?
So right now, weekly, RNS Project will be at RNS Project will be at the House of Comedy.
Okay.
Every Thursday with Still Familiar.
Every Thursday. Okay.
Every Sunday at Murray Lou's.
Okay. Is that for brunch?
Yes, right after brunch, immediately after brunch.
Okay.
And right now, those are 2 weekly spots that we play, but in between there's a private party here, private party there. You know, we get booked a lot for private parties, so that's what it is.
I love that for y'all. I love it.
I like RNS.
Okay, so
We love y'all too.
You heard Ben put it out there and they try to slide on that
listen,
takeover.
it ain't too late, man. I mean, you know, I heard it wasn't crowded yet. You know, it ain't too late.
I like that.
We here.
I'm the same way, man. I'm gonna put my
Hey, dog, here we go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey,
Give it
dog.
up. Let's do it.
Hey, yes, sir.
All right, so we gonna skip over Wylie. We gonna skip over Pickaboo. We gonna go straight to Dog from JYB. JYB is in the building. Tell us what's going on. How y'all feeling about Miami Takeover, Drew?
This, you know what I'm saying? This is like probably our 3rd, maybe.
Okay.
So, it's gonna be fun. It's always fun at the Miami Takeover. That's what I can say. You know, us as a band, you know, we very rarely get to do stuff just together. You know what I'm saying? So just the anticipation, the plane ride, you know what I'm saying? All that works, the build up, you know what I'm saying? We don't hang out. Believe it or not, we don't.
I gotta go. So being in the band gotta be fun, y'all. Can y'all speak on that? Like, even you and you can get the mic back and Ben, you got a mic. I wanna hear from like all of y'all in the band. I wanna hear like, is it fun being in the band? Is it stress? I know y'all have rehearsal. I hate it when it was time for me to go to rehearsal for my plays. I'm not gonna even lie. Rehearsal was twice a week, and I hated it for like 3 months. So, but y'all had it. I know Junkyard is every Monday. I don't know. Do Top 5 with you all rehearse every week?
This about to sound terrible.
No, it's not, because guess what? Bob, when Dirk came in, Dirk said, Bob, they don't rehearse at all.
But you a Gen Z.
So the benefit about my band, and it's definitely a blessing. I have the luxury of having a band that I can, between me and my guitar player, we can pre-program everything. So pre-program drums. So we'll send it to them exactly what y'all handed way before y'all do. We just show up to the show and it's drummer locked in, guitar player locked in, bass player locked in. So we more so rehearse whenever we put together like over the top productions. But if it's something as simple as I'm blessed enough to have musicians in my band that we can just head and go.
Okay.
So I don't know, but
So basically, I was just asking, like, as far as rehearsal, because I know Junkyard rehearse every Monday. So when I was asking, and like, does his band rehearse every week? And I was asking Bear, does his band rehearse every week?
We rehearse every Tuesday. Every Tuesday.
Okay.
Junkyard. How many times did you say y'all rehearse?
Every Monday.
I need y'all to rehearse playing our song in Miami. That's all I want.
There you go.
I'm coming to Miami Takeover. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna show my ass if y'all don't play my song. Play my song when we get out there. We be coming and y'all be acting like we real new coming out. And I'm gonna have an attitude. I'm gonna show my ass in Miami if y'all don't play that song.
I already know the song.
I'm so glad
I'm gonna look for Lisa.
Because I'm gonna kick Buzz ass.
Lisa.
I'm sick of Buzz shit.
Yes, I'm tired of coming out and y'all not playing my song. I'm getting my feelings about that.
Y'all don't play Talk to Me.
I'm gonna have an attitude. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna grab the mic from somebody. I promise you, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, we sick of Buzz shit. We gonna take the mic this year. We let Buzz know right now.
We got you.
Y'all got us.
I got a
We
question.
gonna hold you to that, Gerald, for real. Okay.
I got a question for y'all, because I'm looking at the bands, right, and the contrast when it comes to rehearsal. So GoGo has been around forever. I literally been going to see backyard bands since I was 12. I'm not gonna tell you my age, but just know 50 bands is in the building. Yeah. So I see and I have witnessed the evolution, right? And what you said, how you come in with the pre-made and everything, and then you guys come in with your rehearsal sound, but everybody sounds good. Everybody sounds like they know what they're doing. They're in sync. It's the synergy that goes on. That is GoGo. That's the history. That's the present. That is the future. And so it's so exciting to see contrasting bands come together with different, interesting sounds, but can bounce off one another and still be the #1 genre of music in the world. And we need to be streamlined. So make sure y'all sign the petition so we can get GoGo on that stream, okay?
Yes. Let me say something in reference to rehearsals. Yeah, we practice every Monday, but there's a reason why we practice every Monday. Number one, we practice like this is a show. We got the bands doing steps, doing everything, and then we have 30 years of music. So we're not the band that has paperwork. Nothing against the other bands that just play covers that's doing 1, 3, 5, 7. They know the number system. So that's easy. That's technical. That's the basic side of the music. But we got 30 years of music. So when you got 30 years of music, I don't know where Bug's going. Bug's will come in the show and say, he might call a B-Love. We ain't played B-Love since Club Elite. So why should we know it? You see what I'm saying? So,
I need to talk to
You please let him know tonight at practice that me and Peekaboo on his ass.
Yeah,
We sick of his
for
shit.
real.
Bug, they coming for you.
Trust me, he know.
So that's our reason for the rehearsal. Because at the end of the day, we don't know. Buzz will come in the practice. Buzz will go to the show. That's one thing I like about Buzz. He sits in the car because he don't want to be inside the show because he don't want to figure he has to rethink his mind because of whatever the first band is playing. So if you're sitting in the show, you might mess your own show up. Because you sit there listening to them, man, you feel you got to do exactly what they just did. So Bug is just coming in and saying, what y'all feeling? And then I might say, they gonna call what you want to call. What do you mean? Right.
Make sure they feeling
our songs.
And then when the turnaround come in, then we just click the stick. So you talking 30 years. So it's like, man, sometimes I'll be like, Bugs, for real? And I got, what? Jesus? Okay, here it is. Come on, let's do it. But you know what I'm saying? So
30 for you, but the band is 40.
No, I'm just thinking, 40 plus. Don't get 45 actually. We plug it in. If you want to plug it in, 45. You're right. I'm just saying. I was just speaking just in general. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, I'm just gonna say this.
We can always try.
Hey, but you would never know it. But gonna pump them hands. He be pumping them jaws. I be cracking up. Just like the Lord. But nah. We love us some JYB. We know JYB love us, and we so thankful and happy that y'all that take over this year. You know, we definitely in the building as usual, representing, supporting, and we thank you, Lord, for coming out, making sure that we had a face for Junkyard today. Yeah, because it was a whole fight for like a week.
Come on, y'all already know. Lounge 66, I was the y'all. That was
our baby. That was our baby. That was our shit. Every Sunday. We didn't miss not one Sunday.
We will bring an army with us.
He knows.
That's it. It's only 4 minutes.
I'm gonna plug it in.
Plug it in really. We definitely gonna hold you to that.
I'm gonna give y'all a good show, so y'all need to play my show.
Y'all knows it. Okay, Doc, talk to us for Black Passion. What's going on with Black Passion?
Man, Black Passion, look, you know, we're just excited to be a part of this as usual. And I say as usual because I think as of last year, we might have been one of the bands that's performed the most down there. And it all started in 2009 when my man Uno Boss, me and him had a band called Big City.
Okay.
And Uno was like, we're going to Miami. And I'm looking at him like, going to Miami for what? Like, I'm used to partying down there. He was like, nah, we're going to perform. Oh, wow. And when he took the band down there that year and we performed at Casanova Lounge on Ocean Drive, that's right on the main strip, it changed my life. Because, like I said, that was a place that I used to go there to vacation and, you know, cut up, have a good time. And now, like, I'm stepping out of a club that's on the main strip, Ferraris and everything, a passing by Lamborghinis, and I just tore this place down. Yes. So, building relationships, met Wylie officially, and then Wylie has definitely made sure. I've had 3 bands go down there. I've had Big City in 2009. I had started a band called Red Carpet Affair. Red Carpet Affair did 2012, and I think that was with us and Team Familiar. Okay. And then when I put Black Passion Band back together, it's just been a great thing since, I think that was 2015. And 2015 on, we've been down except for like maybe 1 year. But this year is definitely one of those special years because it's the all new Black Passion.
Wait. Oh, so when you say the all new, does that mean it's new members?
Yes. It's
okay.
All new,
so are any of the members here tonight?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, Wylie's a member because he's our manager.
Well, we know that much.
Now he's our manager. He's finally our manager. I finally, asked him.
Okay, Wylie, I love that for you, man, manager. This Miami Takeover himself. Hello, outside. Okay.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those things that, you know, you have to go through a lot of heartache and pain and, you know, you had to break things down. And to really break things down to a simple science to just be able to get back and be able to be better than you were before. So now I feel as though like I had that little time off. Yeah. I was able to, you know, really reset and get myself together. Yeah. And I brought everybody around me that I feel as though can help me put this thing back on a platform and go to a different level.
Connected the dots.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So is your position, it gotta be on the mic?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm and make sure. And so when do you all play weekly? Do you all have a weekly spot?
Right now, what we've been doing is, and I've been calling the actual comeback tour. And the comeback tour has been being selective about where we are performing and when we're performing.
Okay.
So definitely with Wylie, it's been a lot of venues, and Wylie like, no, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. And I get it. And I get it because at the end of the day, if you're introducing something that has been established but took a little bit of break and it's coming back, now it's time to be like, all right, they're back, but what are they doing different than what they were doing before? And so when Wylie and I sat down and started figuring things out, we were very, very calculated about when the band is going to perform and where the band is going to perform.
Okay.
It was over. Quantity wasn't the thing. I'm not trying to perform like D. Floyd said, that's his tag. I gave my whole life. I'm not trying to, I still got kids that I'm trying to see and be there for them and everything. So I want to make sure that my band has that work-life experience, that they can just, we're not going to be there doing everything. But every time we do pop out, you know that that's a party. That's a great party. You know that's a good look. Whatever they got going on, that we should be there.
Doc, I like that.
Thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
We all playing together?
Yeah.
Oh, this gonna be interesting.
And look, a little hidden gem about Miami Takeover was Black Passion was fortunate enough to be the first band to actually feature Bugs in Miami. Wylie came to me, he was like, all right, what can we do that we did different from the year before? And mind you, the year before, we had did some things that went viral before viral was viral. And if anybody know, you can go on YouTube and all that, you can check and see what our former vocalist did at the Miami Takeover. Outside of what she did, we had 32. He was a feature. Derek Holmes was a feature. Wincy from Backyard was a feature. And Mickey, we did something crazy. But the next year, he was like, what can we do? And I was like, bring JY. And he was like, all right. So he reached out to JY and it didn't work. But he said, we can get Bugs. I said, all right, what's the catch? Because you said that kind of like it was a catch. Then he was like, Bugs don't like to fly. I said, all right. So my keyboard player at the time, White Mike, he went to FAMU, and White Mike was like, man, I used to have to drive this, from DC to FAMU all the time. He was like, it's nothing. If you give us a little van or whatever, we'll bring Bugs down there. So that was the craziest, talk, when he actually got down there. Because like I said, White Mike, cool guy, but, he ain't from the city, but, he cool, He was like, man, that was the most crazy experience taking this icon of go-go with me. You sitting in this car this long, Bugs told him, man, anytime you're down Chesapeake, anything around there, you got it, man, you good, you know what I'm saying? But that was definitely one of them things that's part of the maturation of Black Passion and the actual takeover that a lot of people don't know. But the year after that we featured him, JY, the whole band came. So to be able to be with them again this time and actually perform with them, this means something. This means something. Yeah.
It's no time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So is he fine now?
Let me walk this down. Let me walk this down again, though. You made some good points, but one of the things that you see at the table and what we have this year is we have a group of people that have been on the takeover before, right? But have put on awesome performances, and they are part of the team, and we one big family, right? And honest, you say you want to be there, we gonna work that out, because at the end of the day, I want new talent. I want to bring, everybody ever heard me talk about the takeover. My goal in business is to be able to take all the bands down, have a whole weekend, and we can perform 2 days like we at Coachella. You know what I mean? That's what you got to have a vision. And my vision has always been to rock out with people that rock out with me. And I circle that all the way around. So that's why I came to you to ask you to host. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know how to show appreciation, right? A lot of people, and I hear you talk all the time. I hear you like, hey, I ain't got no love, nobody support me, I got to support this, I done put the hands, you know what I mean? every year, I always go to and say, you're having a good time, you're having a ball. And that's what it's about as well. People that understand, that don't have a negative connotation of, oh, I'm not going to let it deal with all the people. But my question has always been, how are we going to get go-go on the platforms that we need if we don't support strong when we're outside of other places? Because when you go to other places and you're putting this music out there and you got 400 to 1,000 people hollering, go-go, wind me up, people are going to recognize that, right? So that's why you need to go where we at. You see what I'm saying? But one thing that I learned this year is going into 50 years of go-go, right? And I wanna give go-go a birthday party. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I want to give GoGo a birthday party on Sunday. That would be nice. You know what I mean? Giving GoGo, and nobody in the world cranks like Junkyard. Like,
no, they
don't. Like all these bands all over the years. And we got a lot of.
But we're gonna play Talk to Me, baby.
But they are on a different level, and they do it with ease. But this year we're gonna do something special. I've been talking to Mo, right? And we're gonna like we did last year. We look for Backyard Biggest Fan, right?
Mo is a cool motherfucker, man. I swear that's an old cool Joe.
Every Cornell, the coolest old guys I know in the city.
I never seen him get mad though. Like he get a text, an email from our team, and I know he's mad when he come back and so calm. No, we can't do that. That's not gonna work for the band. And I get it, but I wanted us to get the serious crank that we're gonna get. You know what I mean? When Buzz get on the stage, no matter if you feeling good or you're not, people gonna crank. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that as a fan, you gotta appreciate that. And Junkyard has always been one of my favorite bands, right? Yeah. From when I was a kid. Like, and to be able to have them all again and have everybody there to really do this year is really something that I'm looking forward to. But I got a question for you.
Yes.
When did you fall in love with GoGo?
So I've been going to the black hole probably since I was like 13, literally. I was in the 9th grade at Easton, sneaking in the black hole, but I don't know, somebody ID getting in. So I was in love with RE and Backyard from literally like since 13.
Mine was Junkyard and Northeast Groovers.
Yeah, so Northeast Groovers too. I didn't start getting into Junkyard until I got to Easton. They did like our high school, like homecoming. Like they came to our high school and performed. I think that was my first time ever seeing Junkyard in my life, probably like in 9th grade at our homecoming, whatever the little performance we had. However, when they used to play at the RFK, the Armory, when they used to be the go-go, what was it called? The Battles of the Go-Go, something like that? Battle of the Bands, yeah. That's when I really used to see y'all then, more than ever. But I fell in love with go-go, I gotta say, literally from day one. Because once I went to the black hole that first time, I never stopped. I was there every Friday and Saturday. Like literally, Essence was there on Fridays. Junkyard was there on, Backyard was there on Saturday. Or it was one of the two. Backyard Fridays. Okay, so y'all got, I said 13, damn it. That was a long ass time ago. But yeah, so that's why I was there every Friday and Saturday. And I went there one time and never stopped. So that's when, yeah, what's up?
We gonna go that question around Wylie.
I was little as fuck, but mine was back in Bury Farm days. My father used to live around there, and my cousins used to live around Bury Farm, so I was outside listening to them beat on the drums.
Okay. On a little bucket.
Yeah, on a little bucket. And my father and them was saying, "Get your ass in the house." Like I was real young, so I was not even a teenager. And then Backyard. It was Junkyard and Backyard going, and then it became Essence because I was going with that. Yeah, Junkyard, Backyard, RE.
Let me take it back.
In that order.
In that order. So, RE and Highland. All right? Junkyard and Murray Church Terrain. Okay? With Lord Mike. Yeah. And all the bands, I'm telling my age, y'all. It's okay. I'm going to tell you my age. Because you see that sign up there that say Cherries? $5 for Junkyard, RE, and Rage. What? So, you know, Foot Foots was living in. And that's how far back Go-Go goes for me and my blood on the south side. Big brother, heavy one. I guess the mic. Only person Wylie haven't had down there yet is the city girl.
Oh, yeah, she love that mic. Yeah. She can rap, she can freestyle all that. In real life.
So we talking about when you fell in love with Go-Go, right? So mine was shout out to my cousin Brian Bell, and Southeast T Street, right over there behind the Ninkasi and all that. He used to have all the fly gear, all the fly honeys, all that, and he had the fly tapes. And every time I would have to, like my punishment always, but every time I would get in trouble in Maryland, my mom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna see you over to your aunt in DC." So I had to go. My aunt was real strict, but I go down in the basement. My cousin would have all these tapes of all the bands, and so like I used to get in trouble early. I was in trouble about 8 years old, 9 years old. And I would go over there and he would have these tapes and would play them. So by the time that I got off the stoop and I was able to actually go, I had already knew about the JYs, the REs, the backyards, all that. I knew about NEG, I knew about everybody. And that's when I fell in love with it. But when I actually was able to get off the stoop and actually be there on a weekly basis, rest in peace to Peg Leg, my cuz, Ian, those my family, Woodland, they was like, come with us. And when they took me with them, and I actually was able to be in those situations, whether it was safe or not safe, that's when I fell in love with the Go-Go.
Well, for me, it's a little bit different. So my uncle used to, he was Chuck Brown fan. So my uncle he'd be in the Chuck Brown shows. And you know what I'm saying? I listen to I ain't know what the music was. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you just get the music, you don't know what it is. Right. So it was cool to me, you know what I'm saying? So then of course I snuck into the Zulu Cage, Durham's Triples. I'm sneaking in. I'm sneaking in these places. I'm sneaking in all these places. But I think when I really, really passionately fell in love with Go-Go, the Unifest. And I was a keyboard player with Junkyard. Now I'm a musician. See, so it's a different feel. Y'all tell me if y'all understand. To, as a fan sitting down there, that's one thing to have your hands up. But to hit one note and to hear everybody say, Bug say, so now what would you do? And to see thousands of people say, yeah, I want the JY crowd. Don't even. Right then, that's just that'll take your whole body over. From the stage looking out, y'all don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be surprised. You know what I'm saying? We react off of you guys. If the fans, the energy of the fans, I'm telling you, you see it. You can almost shed tears.
So, dog, hold on. For you, I think I can speak for this. As he said, I used to go to Lounge 66 literally every Sunday during the pandemic. They was literally like the only club open during the pandemic. We was there every Sunday to go see Junkyard, right? If anybody know me personally, no, I can't stay in the house. I'm in the house, y'all locking down the world. I'm about to jump out the window at some point. So this we was there every Sunday. However, where I used to see Dog go off at, out of all the songs y'all used to play, I would swear, gotta be your favorite, cause Dog, you goes off with that keyboard.
Once you it's like a zone. Once you zone out, you tap out, Hey, it's something like I tap out.
Hey, look, I got another one, another little story, and since he's here, where Coop go? Hey, listen, so anybody that know me and my whole crew, you know what I'm saying? We are the Backyardigans. We the Backyard for life, BYB for life. You already know that. I'm a backwood hitter. So, but listen, Coop has known me since I really got off the stoop, and like I said, when my Southeast guys brought me off the stoop, they got older and they started going to see RE, so they left me with the guys that I met coming up, and we just started going to see Backyard real heavy. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if it wasn't for this guy right here, There would be no black fashion. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, Coop was one that he was like, all right, I remember my first time going into the Met. I wasn't old enough because I got a late birthday and all that. And Coop was like,
When your birthday?
October the 6th.
Okay, Libra gang.
Yeah, so yeah, Libra gang, gang.
Big Libra's not the little one.
Yeah. So Coop, I was like, look, man, I want to come to the Met. I ain't never been in there. He was like, all right, come in there, but I'm telling you right now, do not buy no drink. You ain't even old enough. I was like, all right, cool. I went in there and I popped a bottle of Moet. All I remember was Coop looking at me like, I just told you, like, what are y'all doing? But that right there was like, that was the official stamp of, I gotta be in this. I gotta be in this. And of course, he facilitated my first time ever touching the stage with Backyard.
Yeah.
They went out of town.
That's facilitated.
They went out of town to North Carolina, and Coop stayed right around. I bought my first little condo around the way, around where Coop was staying at. And Coop was like, man, come out of town with us. I was like, all right, bet. So I had a little van that my sister had, and he was like, man, just drive that junk. So White Mike rode with me, Lowe's rode with me, and LJ rode with me at that time. And we hit the road, and my first time actually getting on with BYB, this was like 2002. And I remember just that night in general, like, everybody from my crew was like hyping up, say this, say that. I mean, I bet. But if it wasn't for Coop stamping to tell gang, like, let Doc get on, it would never be no black passion. Because I left this whole go-go thing alone back when I was in high school because the crews and all that, ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't go to this neighborhood or that neighborhood because of a beef. Like, I was cool with everybody because of sports. I played sports. So nobody was ever gonna tell me you can't go to this neighborhood or put this neighborhood on because they beefing. We weren't with that. I wasn't with that. Because sports was what elevated me to keep me out the streets. But then when music took hold, it was like, all right, how can I engulf everything that I did with sports into this music? And I just made sure that every time I touched that stage, we talking about that unity.
Yeah.
All y'all, we talking about all this unity. Like, we grew up together. We was playing tackle football. We was playing, basketball with these before it was an AAU together. But we not about to be beefing over no territory that we don't even own. So shout out to Coop, man. Shout out to Coop.
Shout out to Coop. Shout out to Coop. For a second, because Coop might want to say something behind that. First of all, Coop, welcome to the ladies award winning, the ladies of the CHYNA'PINK talk show.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So you got the mic now. So tell us what's going on, Coop. First of all, you want to introduce who you are? Like, I know you're a manager, but for what band? And can you just tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Okay.
That you got the mic.
I managed Top 5.
Okay.
I used to manage Backyard.
Okay.
From 87, when they was on the buckets, to 2013.
Oh wow. Okay.
And after that, a couple of years, took off a couple of years, and I saw Ant, Top 5, and I was going to retire, but when I saw that talent, I said, man, he drew me back in. I've been helping a lot of people throughout my life.
And that's why you want to stay blessed.
And, this guy right here, I didn't know what it was going to turn out with me, but he seemed eager, he seemed hungry, and he wasn't, he was confident, hey, give me the mic. Give him the mic. And G was the same way. He was welcoming, he looked out, and every time he see, the support came from when we used to see him and his, his friends, they used to come out all the time. And I'm talking about they came everywhere. So we recognize real recognize real.
And support team.
And
that's important.
And whatever we could do to help him enhance or whatever he wanted to do, we was there for him. So, congratulations on Black Passion, man. Dog.
You in the building this year.
Once in the yard, it's always in the yard. And Miami Takeover, y'all, it's gonna be real big this year. We're celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Wylie K and his staff for allowing Top 5 to be on this historic year because it's celebrating 50 years. So it's gonna be it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
Yes.
Thank you.
We gonna have to just bring him up and like I want to keep the panel that we got just because, and we just gonna bring him up. We're gonna take like a minute break to bring Dexter, right? Damon up. He's an artist for Miami Takeover. We definitely want to bring him up. So I mean, we could either take a break and bring him up, or we can keep going and bring him up as we talking. Okay, we gonna do that. So Damon, whenever you finish eating your onion rings, you can go ahead and slide on the scene. We have to take a break. But okay, so I want to talk a little bit about a few things that I observed. And y'all know as like anything goes on this show, so you gotta be prepared for the unexpected, okay? We talk about whatever, and we gonna ask whatever. You can plead the fifth if you want to, and that's okay. You can definitely plead the fifth. But I see a few things on this table that I would like to, and I don't have nothing to do with Miami Takeover. It's just some things that, yes, girl, yes. Shit.
Are we allowed to curse on this? We can curse on this
Yes,
show.
you can curse.
Hey, Nico look like he can't wait to ask the question.
He's ready. He got loud.
He ready.
So what I noticed is, first and foremost, what I always honor is merge, right? And what I do notice is Doc and Gerald are wearing some rings that their wives love them, and I love that for their wives. But what I do notice is that Aunt Farm don't have on one, and what I will tell you is, I'll put that on the scene, and I'm gonna tell you why. I got a few people. It's a few people in my squad alone that be like, I didn't say no specific person, but what I said was some people in my squad that be like, they definitely be like that Aunt Jones. They said that Aunt Joint John,
What do that mean?
So Aunt Joint I'm gonna tell you what the Aunt. Hold on. Aunt don't mean what the Aunt Joint Job mean. That mean that's that whole South Beach shit right there. That Aunt Joint mean Aunt is like a whole bun. Okay, so I'm breaking it down for you. But that Aunt Joint, that's what the Aunt Joint is. Aunt, that whole bun.
Okay.
He ain't got no ring. He seemed humble and he seemed quiet, chill. Yeah, mean you a bun booski.
Okay.
Oh, you asked all at the end of the night, what the fuck is going on with Aunt Dog?
So
I can't tell y'all what's going on with him, but he about to tell y'all right now.
I'm about to tell y'all right now.
He about to tell, listen, all the people that's watching.
Don't fuck up the show.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Woo, child, this one right here got up. I don't know what's going on. Damn.
Wylie sent me a questionnaire before I came in.
Why you not gonna have all our questions? That's for sure.
So you know, like it's. I understand entertainment and I understand person. So with that being said,
you can plead the fifth all day on here.
I ain't ducking no smoke.
Okay. We like that.
So on social media, I don't know if I should be giving this away. Well, on social media, y'all gonna see me sunglasses up. Y'all gonna see,
and the
photo shoot and all that.
But
in real life, I'm a family man. I'm with my kids every single day.
Okay.
My personality is not really exactly what y'all see on stage. And I might just leave it at that. I don't really like.
You ain't supposed to tell me.
Like I don't really like you know what I'm saying.
I'm the same way, and I respect it.
And if it was up to me, and if it wasn't for the industry I was in, you probably wouldn't.
Never know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you go on my Facebook or any of my social media right now, what you might see is 1,000 flyers. Every now and then you might see just because I also do this locally, but I do this nationally. And I just always feel weird about somebody knowing who my mother is, the kids is, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all see me sunglasses up there.
That's how you want praise. Y'all saying Jay-Z.
No, let me interject.
Interject, Wylie.
Oh shit.
So Ant is a very private entertainer. When I talk about those 30 points a game, you don't see him shooting in the gym, right? When he comes on the stage, he's perfectionist, right?
Right.
And the reason I know that is because we talked about COVID, right?
Right.
And I was sitting in at home and searching through, and I saw this live, right? And his live was like rocking. Best live I've ever seen. It was Ant. I immediately hit the thing. Hey man, get Coop on the phone. Coop called me immediately after they got off the live, right? And for a minute, I think about a year or two, I was actually co-managing Top 5. One thing I learned about him is, like I said, he's a very private person.
I like
you know what I mean?
I like that too.
And what that does is that helps any entertainer elevate.
I agree. Let me see this for one
Because in this world with social media, so many things get screwed up, upside down, and I appreciate Coop and for keeping the family tight. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this. So, like, from an outsider looking in for different bands, I will say, and I never heard your name ever. So that's a great thing. When I say that, I mean as far as like you have no idea how many band members, period, his name is out there. I've never ever heard yours not one time. So that's a great thing.
Wait,
So,
what you mean by out there? Hold on.
out there, what I mean is, in the bed, I haven't heard your beat, so I'm gonna give you that.
There you go.
Man, I haven't heard yours either, so to make you feel better, I haven't heard yours either. But what I'm saying, what that means is this. What that means is like, whether you're private or not, because I'm private too. I don't need nobody knowing none of my business, right? So I'm with you with that 1,000%. But what I mean is, like, I've never heard nobody say, "Oh yeah, he's a hoe. Oh, he did this. Oh, I talked to him." Well, I've never heard your name, not once. And I know a rocker people, and the rocker people know me. So I'm giving you your accolades at this point and saluting you only because I don't see a ring, but I still have not heard nothing about you. So which says a lot about what type of character and what type of person you are. So at the end of the day, no, this was not part of the questionnaire, but I have to for my audience because people watching and you got a whole lot of secret crushes that's watching us right now.
Your friends that say I'm the boom bum jump, whatever y'all say.
My booski,
Listen, you gotta go back to that guy right there. That guy right there,
Coop.
he's a wise man. A great man.
Coop can push you. He said, I ain't said right now. I said what I said.
Yeah, that's it. Going to Wylie saying Coop also, wow.
What church?
At that time, it was Johnson Moore. You got this shit.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's why. So being I started to study genre. So at first I didn't really understand it, but I knew Buggy, Nate, some of the backgrounds from church.
Right. Okay.
So my first, instinct was, okay, let me hear them playing over this genre music I got around. And I just never seen a band that was able to take, so much stuff that we've learned from R&B and gospel and incorporate it into go-go the way back y'all do as far as music. So that I've been hooked ever since. Now bleeding that all the way over to Coop. Me and Coop talk every day, all day, and Coop tells me, so much wisdom. And don't move like this. Make sure you don't move like that, and be careful about this. So me being blessed and having people around me like Coop is to me that's on why you probably never heard my name.
No.
That's a good thing.
That's a fantastic thing. You don't want that. You don't want that smoking over.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, I guess as we talk about why we fell in love with Go-Go. Honestly, nope. And I love all the greats, the goats, all of that. But when it went from that fast Go-Go to the slow pocket, is when I fell in love. My brother used to listen to those cassette tapes, and I hated that. That was no disrespect to my.
So what is it that you like? Show us the book. Which one you like?
I like this. I like it slow. I like when it was slowed down. You know, I'm a Taj Mahal, slide that back door, back cave. I come from that, so I'm a JYB to the heart.
Ben, how old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay. All right, well, I'm 46 and I love all that fast shit. I want to hear spinning. I want to hear.
No. I don't need that. I don't need it's real.
Like Buster Luke. I feel like Buster Luke.
I don't like that. That's too slow for me.
No, that's too fast for you. That's too fast for you.
He wanted to slow down. He wanted
I don't want none of that.
What you want?
I want a few songs. I'm about to say from R.E. I want where they at, there they go, where they at, there they go, where they at, there they go. I don't see them. And I want my Brenda. I want anybody. But I want that R.E. Oh no. Oh, that's right. When we gonna take a ride, we kill a cow, we gonna take a ride. That's my shit too.
Man, forget all that. Why not turn this motherfucker up?
Turn this motherfucker up. So, okay, so I'm gonna slide down the line for Junkyard. Obviously, talk to me. Number one is talk to me. And Buzz, don't be trying to play that shit. I'm sick of your ass, Buzz. I'm sick of your shit. It's coming. Joe, you better tell them tonight at practice. We want to hear our stuff and Miami Takeover, girl.
And I come down there to Miami. And
we get on that stage and we gonna be buzzed out.
If we don't play it, I'm gonna become a fan. I'm getting on the keyboard.
I'm getting on the stage. I'm not playing.
We not playing with Buzz in Miami. That Buzz know the way to practice. We not playing with him.
It's CHYNA'PINK and Pinkaboo Junkyard.
Yeah.
I promise you.
And we not playing with Buzz in Miami at all. We want to hear both our songs.
Y'all run the run? Won't you run the run? You can run the song if you want it.
Sure.
Well, I'm the host, so I can run a whole lot of shit that
You
day.
want to run that night?
Yeah.
Do you know the song?
I'll find it out.
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
I know that song.
You know the song?
I know it.
Okay. I know I'm current on Nico. Nico, get me back on track. Where we in? That's cool. So we got to announce our newest guest to the panel.
Yes.
We wanted to keep everybody up here. Usually we take a break, but we didn't do that today. However, we got Damon Picasso. I got it right. So, do you have a mic? Because now I'm going to give you mine. Okay, here you go. Talk to us.
What's going on? My name is Damon Pinder. Some know me as Damon Picasso.
You want to be drawing this stuff.
You know when I be drawing
I
stuff.
want to say this stuff.
So yeah, I was Dexter earlier when you called me earlier. I got your name right though.
He booked my Dexter.
Don't you feel bad?
Yes, I do.
You
Fucking up his name up.
Thank you. And that's my outfit. I didn't say my name. Sorry, you're trying to pay me. That's for you. I got one. I got this. Hold on, let me see what this might be. I got a hell of a baby suit for Miami Takeover. You better know that. I don't know which two parties I'm hosting, but better believe every outfit that I got, I already got stars packing my shit while great. I already started. I'm not playing.
Is your butterflies gonna be out?
That might be extra right there. That might be extra right there, Maya. And it's pink. I can take my clips off now. Oh, I got a cute hat.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm gonna rock this joint too.
Yeah, you working?
All right.
You working?
All right, okay, you got the mic back. My bad.
So yeah, so you know, Demont Pender, curator to the culture. I document history in a vibrant way. So am I supposed to get like a bio or something? Or I'm not too good about talking about myself. But I put a lot about me on my social media. But what I do is though, I just try to document definitely our culture in a vibrant way. Some may know me from doing pictures of unfortunate families that lost like victims of gun violence and police brutality and things like that. George Floyd.
So you literally draw people, like, or is it more just like what you drew on my pink hat?
Nah, I'm more known for my portraits.
Okay.
I did that in the car when I got out just now.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, China.
Your work is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think it's real big. Start to kick off was when he started working with Raheem.
Raheem Devon.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
So, okay.
That's
We
where
know
everything
too.
goes really. Like,
And we hosted Raheem Devon, one of his artists. Remember Maya some years ago? We hosted, she had like a premiere. And we hosted Raheem. That was one of Raheem Devon artists. He was there.
No, that's my brother.
That's your brother? So you did this?
Which one is
So
that?
that means you can paint me too.
Live.
So you did the
Yeah, there.
also the wall in the back of the highway. You did the picture of the house?
I've been working on that project for
Yes.
12 years now.
So how you learn how to draw? That's what I want to know. Did you already have it? Oh, you got a nice wedding ring too. I love your wife for that. I love her for that.
Thank you.
And dog wife in the building. I knew Lisa wasn't coming in. When that dog coming in, talking with all these females, and that's kind of what I heard. I would tell you that right now. I said, fuck that tree. Lisa is coming to fuck you for Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay. Nico, you know I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But no, that ring was phenomenal. So I had to get your wife that whole shout out real quick. But back to, so how did you learn how to draw? Like, is it hereditary, or you just learn how to freestyle on your own? Like, tell us.
Nah, it's a little bit of both. I always tell people that we all start out as artists. That's why they give you crayons and kindergarten. I just kept them in my pocket. So you know, at an early I'm gonna definitely like I've been hearing y'all talk and everything, so I might even answer some questions before you ask me.
So you a co-host now?
No. So,
okay.
So you know, with me, I was born in Queens, New York, Southside Jamaica, right? So I was in between like the part of Queens I'm from. Ja Rule is right there, 50 Cent right here, Nicki Minaj. It's like a whole lot of greats right there. Who I love all and admire and respect them all, even with like the whole big thing, Ja Rule thing. Like I'm in between. I love them both, man. What they got, I love them both. I perform with both of them, paint on stage with them, so truly honored to do that. But moving down, so fast forward, moving down to the DMV in like 88, 89, I fell in love with GoGo because when I came out here at an early age, being a New York person,
You was born and raised in New York?
Well, I was raised here. I was born in New York, so I'm NYDMV.
I like that.
So, you know, like when I'm here, I gotta represent New York. When I'm in New York, I gotta represent here.
That's what's up.
I like to bring two together. But I've been out here literally since I was like 8 or 9. I'm 46.
Oh, yeah.
So
When's your birthday?
February 1st. First day of Black History.
Okay.
Yeah. So growing up, I've been having the title of New York throughout my whole school. Like I've been elementary to middle school to high school. I've been way more down here in New York, and I'm still called New York. But moving down here at an early age, I fell in love with GoGo because I moved to Mattapony in Bladensburg. And, you know, hearing the Run Joes from The Godfather, you know, to Sardines, you know, excuse me. I've been hearing that from my older cousins, like playing the music. So I knew at an early age, like that was the culture here. Like coming from New York, being like rap and everything, that was the culture here. So coming here, hearing that and being embraced by it, like it really did something to me, and I naturally grew up to it too. So that's when I fell in love with it. I didn't know it at an early age how I kind of like know it now, because I'm actually like friends and family with a lot of bands today. You know what I mean? And I always
Who's your favorite band?
I can't say favorite. I'm real biased. You're gonna hate my interviews because I can't. You see how I just said 50, you see how I just said 50 and John, like I put them two in the same. So I love all my people. So you know, and everybody brings something different.
That's fair.
Who's the first band you heard?
I will say, it gotta be, and the Godfather's Godfather, who I love, kids and everything. But I would say at a young age, I think it definitely was JYB. You know,
well, he said, "I'll take that."
That was the first. That was the first for me from being a kid. You know, and of course I knew about, you know, other ones that, you know, like RE. Just I don't want to start naming because I'm gonna leave somebody out. But I know about I do, being older now, I know everybody's legends. Everybody's superstars. The same way we got like Wu-Tang in New York. Different legendary groups. Like down here, this culture, we have the same thing, you know, so I get the best of both worlds. Being born somewhere and then growing up here, I get a chance to see both sides. Whereas if somebody that's in New York, they've never been outside of Queens, they're not gonna know too much.
So New York people, be honest, they really don't care for go-go, right?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Really?
No.
Because I know it's a whole lot of states that don't though.
No, I wouldn't say that. They just didn't have the proper introduction.
Okay.
Like they haven't actually been to the environment to really embrace it.
Okay.
So yeah, if they hear something different on the radio or whatever, it might not resonate with them as it would if they actually go to the actual. Like when I bought my sis Yo-Yo too.
Yeah.
You bought your what?
Yo-Yo, the legendary Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo?
Don't play with my yo-yo.
Okay.
She came over and had the time of her life, you know. And I know that's not the first time she heard it. But what I'm saying is though, like when she got into it, she embraced it. Like she had a good time. So I wouldn't even say like it's just people in New York or whatever. Not even be more. Like, you know, I think everybody has everything. Like everybody has real people, everybody has fake people.
I love how positive you are.
That's really my outlook on life, you know. So
because you could have said anything and you definitely kept it in a positive perspective, and I love that.
And you know, I just think that I think people definitely need more opportunity to, like for instance, if I could take my New York, my DC friends, DMV friends up to New York, then I'll do things like, yo, this is where my beef from right here. I mean, you want to go outside, we can go outside, whatever. You gotta be quick though. You know, I'm being funny. You know, I could take like on tourists, like certain areas, like this was shot at. Then when I take my New York family down here, then I go actually walk them into like different establishments, different bars, different clubs, different bands, and they get experience like that. So.
So you became fluid between the genres of music, and so if you can or if you will, tell me how your art incorporated your fluidity between New York music and the go-go culture, because it seems as though you're deeply embedded in both, which is great, because that's just like having street smarts and book smarts. And so how does that affect how you do your art, how you embrace it, how you present it, and how you incorporate that with the music?
Well, easily. So, you know, going back to my brother Raheem, I quit my job at FedEx in 2002, the year my daughter was born. Her birthday is tomorrow. She turned 23.
Okay, daughter, happy birthday.
Baby, I call her baby.
She a DMV baby?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, okay, we got him.
Yeah, shout out to your son. That's the Jordan year. But it's definitely easy to incorporate that because I suck in my like environment. So it easily, I know I got the record for painting Chuck Brown the most. Like I ask his kids, the most. I love painting the Godfather. So that's one thing. Being able to, you know, and then my brother Nico too. I did a whole go-go Mount Rushmore. We couldn't minimize it to 4 people. We we had like 10 people on there, all the greats and everything. So, you know, just naturally being wherever I'm at, I'm able to kind of like pick that onto my canvas. And, you know, and I perform with a lot of great bands as well. And had the opportunity.
So when you say perform, do you mean like, so I know I've seen you like painting on the stage when the bands are playing. Is that what you mean? Okay, that's your performance. Okay.
Yeah, so I was going back to the Raheem thing. So I started out, I left FedEx the year my daughter was born, or the year later, whatever. I quit there, and I went on, you know, I was on the road with Raheem, painting live on stage with him for like 16 years straight. So if anybody's seen the Love Experience album cover, you know, that's my artwork. But I can't say that without saying shout out to Dane Haston, who actually took my artwork and did the cover, like the graphics and everything. He's a legend in what he do, and responsible for a lot of those album covers. So, but to answer your question though, it's easy to incorporate the go-go community or the culture into my art because I'm in it, living it. You know, I'm being embraced by it. So it's just a natural thing for me.
So when you're up there, so you call it a performance. When you're up there, you know, painting while the band is performing, what are your thoughts? Like, do you already know what you're going to paint before they start? Like, do you, or just you free, like, just like, I'm just going to paint this when they start? Like, what do you think of to make you paint what you paint while the bands are performing?
Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes it's freestyle. A lot of times my paintings represent like what's going on currently. Like if I was painting today, which I am a little late on, I'm gonna do a picture of Malcolm X. Today he would have been 100 years old. So,
Shout out to Malcolm X.
So if I was on stage right now with JY or Black, you know, or Top, right now today, I'm sure I would have did Malcolm X, and then you look back like, damn, why you paint Malcolm X? And you want to look at the date, like, oh, it must have been his birthday or something. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
So that's kind of easy when I have like a date or a person to pay homage to at that moment. And I like doing portraits too because I could do detail, but if it's at a show and somebody's watching, I'd rather do a portrait because if you're in the back, a lot of times, you know how the DMV culture is. A lot of people don't go to the front a lot of time. They play the bar and everything. So for those people that's looking at the stage, hearing the music and seeing me perform.
Yeah, I go to the front. Yeah.
Go to the front?
Y'all want to know?
We love the front.
Y'all want to know? I want to know what's amazing about this man. I want to know what's amazing about this man.
What's that?
Demont, when you asked about the portraits in the show, his portraits, he always finishes before the show's over. So I don't know how he does that. Like no matter how the show, like this, he'll paint something amazing. Soon as the backyard finished, he be done. And he touch it and walk off. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So, okay, so do you know what you're gonna already paint for Miami? Like, tell us what's your aim for Miami Takeover, real quick. Like, do you know if you're gonna paint like behind each band when they play? Do you know what you're gonna paint, or you just gonna freestyle? Or did Wylie have a special request? Because if not, then I'm just gonna say, because I'm gonna be the host. You definitely can paint me while I'm out there. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I don't know what I'm gonna paint yet. I do know I'm gonna definitely celebrate the 50 years of Go-Go.
Okay.
You know, that's important. We just had 50 years last year for hip hop, or 2 years ago or something.
2 years.
So it's equally important to celebrate that as well.
Our birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. I probably won't paint during each band only because we did something unique last year where I did a big painting. It was two different artists. I did a big painting. I was concentrating on that the whole time. So I like performing with bands definitely, but I really want to execute that painting because that painting is gonna live forever.
Absolutely.
Versus, you know what I mean? So I gotta really be mindful of when I touch that canvas, I gotta finish it. And that's the thing about it, no matter what. Nobody want to hear no excuses, but they take the pictures. That moment is there and it's gone, so you gotta really capture that. So a lot of times when I'm painting, people don't be knowing it though, but I be fronting sometimes. I don't know where I'm gonna go with it. So I'm sitting there shaking my head, whatever, going to the music. I'm sitting there thinking on how I'm gonna capture it and really make it dope. But
I seen you on the stage at the Howard Theater for Big G's birthday one year. Not this year. I didn't go. You might have been there this year. I don't know. I wasn't there. However, one year. Funny one. Yeah, I remember one year I did see that. So what's funny about it? Tell us.
So what you gonna say about that year?
No, I was just saying. I do recall seeing you paint that day. That's all.
Yo, you thought it was my birthday. I was so fried. Because how it did is home. Don't get trains, right? I hated that picture. Wow. I wasn't finished. Like, I was so done. But what I did do, though, I took it home. And I actually finished it. I presented it. I got it framed and everything. So it look way better now. Okay. But that performance, people that actually know me, know my work, it was like, I was done. Like,
what was you drinking? What was you drinking? I need to know so we can stay away from it. What was it? We don't want it.
I don't want it. Nah, it was probably the regular stuff. I probably just had too much of whatever because I had access to it.
Okay.
Like, they was actually like bringing me like, yeah, that's how.
Okay, they was running it.
So
Free because the work.
Yes, it is.
So the painting that I did at Big G, my brother, I personally wasn't finished. I wasn't satisfied with it, and I don't like missing no moments though. Where I look back, I say, you know what? Never again will I actually get that comfortable. And I'm real. I like to be a perfectionist when it comes to my personal art as much as possible. So, of course, I was harder on myself than anybody else, and maybe to today. But that's just the honest truth that I wasn't finished. Like when the show was over, it was over, and I'm like, oh man, I went a whole different direction. But it was because of that.
So the mom. I've been following you for some years, actually. I've been watching you. I've been looking at how your work is impactful upon what's happening during the time of the George Floyd's and all the different things that was going on in our community, in our culture. And you would go and tap into that, and you would show your work to let them know, or let us know, that you are not far from what's happening in the community. But talking about how you perform with the bands, right? As a creative, you could clearly see, just mentioning what you were saying, what happened with the Big G experience, is the fact that as a creative, you have to be lucid in your element so that you can be able to create the best part of you, because creatives are empaths to the moment. You're constantly feeling something. That's why you can freestyle. That's why you can go in and paint based on the beat or the drum or the music or the people or the energy, and create something so magnificent because that piece is built on that moment. So how do you take that and transition it when you tell that story? Because I see you say pen the story. So every time you do your work, every time you do your art, every time you create something, you're telling a story. So how do you put that in words?
This gonna be the last question because we gonna y'all gotta wrap it up. So I did have one question. I agree with but I'm gonna let you answer that question. And I do part two of that question. I did want to ask: have you ever painted a whole band, like everybody's face in it, like a picture with everybody? I just want to know. That's all. And like any of them in the go-go museum.
Yeah. So how I put it in words. I really just do it, honestly. Like, I take in the energy and I recycle it onto the canvas, and then I put it out to the world so I can get the words from the world. Like, I learn about my work and my art through the eyes of everybody else. So I might do something, it might mean this to me, but then somebody might see something different. So I think that's how the words come about from other people. Have I painted a whole band in detail? I don't think I have painted a whole band in detail, but even with the JY, was it last year or the year before? I did. I actually did the image of the iconic image on the back of the van.
Oh, okay.
That was on display at a pop-up gallery. So I did do that. But as far as a whole band, like as far as space, I can't say that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got time.
Yeah. Got time, right?
You got time. Gerald said put JYB first.
I'm plugging in there.
You manifesting it now. And what about the Go-Go Museum? Do you have any pictures currently? Because I'm under the impression that a lot of your pictures in the Howard Theater You have several pictures in the Howard Theater.
I have all of the pictures in the house.
Okay. Yes.
Well,
All for me.
I can say that in that building. You know, nothing else in the world, but in that particular building, like my blood, sweat, and tears is in there. And the first person I painted was 4/18/13. That's the first portrait. It was Godfather, Chuck Brown.
Yes, Chuck.
That was the funeral joint, right?
I think right after. It was right after. Yeah, I painted that in funeral too.
Oh, wow.
That was the 2 years no tears run, right?
Man.
It was like the first performance with the whole band.
I think so,
after
yeah.
that.
13.
Yeah.
And that was a joint that, not to cut you off, but like I said, Uno, he was intricate part of that last album. So Tom had made sure that Uno performed in front of Chuck Brown's band for that, and that was our first time, Black Passion, performing at the Howard Theater. Was for the 2 years no tears performance, and I just remember just taking all of that in. And I remember when that curtain opened up, the crowd was like, "There no damn Chuck Brown band, who the hell is that?" But it was still like really like just taking all of that in. I remember seeing you there that day and just like wow, like because I saw you years and years with Black Alley. Down on U Street, and shout out to my cousin Shelby, shout out to Omar, and that's how I actually unofficially met you. But just through my family, but to be there at that Chuck Brown show for the 2 years no tears show, that was really memorable time for Black Passion and myself. Just to be able to see, like I said, I knew you, but I didn't know you, and just being able to just watch you do what you was doing that night was amazing.
Thank you. Real quick, so
Yeah.
I kind of did paint a whole band. So Black Alley would be the one, but I did the
Black Alley or Black Passion?
Black Alley.
Black Alley. Okay.
Yeah. No, I was pointing to because he was mentioning them.
Okay.
Shout out to my little sis Casey.
Yes.
Roosevelt Brady.
She has been on here. Yes, she was on here last month. There's no one that has not been on here except for Bud, so make sure.
We're gonna work on that.
When you talk to
We're gonna run it back.
no,
We're gonna run it back.
everybody.
So Bugs don't gotta fly, right? He gotta fly here, right? Bugs don't gotta fly here. Get his ride here. He ain't gotta fly.
Hold on.
He can drive
He
here.
got here. He fly now. He got
good now. He good now.
One of his OG originals.
So you know who else gonna fly?
Oh yeah.
So one thing for the artist, for the painter. So I don't know you personally, but Kim, I don't know if you have to know Kim because she's a big supporter of yours, and Kim Lomax. She's always put you on her page, and she's always at your events and different things like that. So I knew exactly when I seen our flyer, I knew exactly who you were because she put you on, she promotes you so much. Yes.
I appreciate that. So
Where's she at tonight?
I don't know.
Kim.
No,
So
not
Kim,
that.
Oh, not Kim. Okay, so that's great.
Kim Grace is a co-host on our
Okay.
talk show.
All right.
However, she's not here tonight. She will be here next month though.
Okay.
So you're welcome to come see her next month.
So listen, I want to say one quick funny thing about her, and y'all can get back to this. I met Kim through Howie.
Okay.
Through Wylie, right?
Okay.
And so one night we was down on 8th Street at Dee's place at Rose's, and she was like, "That's a whole lot of fine. This is weird." And she looked at me. She was like, "You a big Suge Knight looking mother." And so
That sounds just like her.
when she said that, right? Like everybody was laughing, like Suge, and I'm like, yeah. The Halloween after that, I cut my hair bald and I did Suge Knight. Because of Kim. Kim saying that.
She's watching.
Yeah.
She's
Shout out to
watching
Kim.
this
Shout out to Kim.
She's watching. Yes, that's what's up. I'm glad that one of our co-hosts.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that we met you today. This is my first time meeting you today.
Yeah.
I got it right. Not Dexter. It's the fonts. I got it right. I already knew Gerald. I already knew Aunt, and I already knew Bed. But I'm very thankful to meet you guys. Y'all look. Y'all can write this down that y'all paid a visit to the ladies of the China Pink, the award winning.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years going. I gotta, yes. Okay. Yeah, 8 years. We've been doing this for 8 years. We still going. Nobody else is still going after 8 years. Period. Yes. We about to be at a decade in a minute. Yeah. So, listen, like I said, everybody has been on here. We thankful that y'all have came on here today. So now we can sign a switch off on y'all. And y'all always welcome to come back whenever. But Nico wants me to wrap things up. So with that being said, and we're gonna start off with you. Just let our audience know how y'all gonna pull up one more time at the takeover, and just, you know, any Instagram or social media or website information you want to share with them.
Okay. Takeover, Miami Takeover. We gonna that's gonna be a personal vacation for me. So I ain't decided yet if I'm going from Thursday through Monday or Friday through Wednesday.
Thursday to Monday.
Yeah, probably that one. So look, we gonna come up, man. We gonna definitely make our contribution felt musically or whatever. Make sure that we you know what I'm saying, warm the stage up just nice for whoever, you know, that we coming up before. And you know, our thing is you know, in my opinion, I feel like Top 5 is we on a lot of shows, and we a lot of people still don't know, may not know who we are. So we you know, we just come to make sure that, you know, you know, we the underdogs on the ticket. Let's just make sure we do a good enough job so people that may not know what's going on. So we coming to have a good time, man. I'm coming to have a vacation. If y'all want to see more about Top 5, make sure y'all follow us on all social media outlets at Top 5 DC, TOP, number 5 DC on it.
Right.
I like to look at this like a fight promoter. Like when you're a fight promoter, you got a stable of hot boxers. You know what I mean? One thing about me, I've been in the game for a minute. I'm like John Pink right now. Hey, look, I got Top 5, I got Junkyard, and I got Black Panther. They come to Miami Takeover. We're going to do this thing right. We're going to celebrate 50 years of Go-Go. We are the underdogs, but we winning belts, right? Yeah. And I also want y'all to go to the MiamiTakeover.com.
And use the China Pink code.
Yes. Yes.
CHYNA Pink. The China Pink code will give you a whole discount. China Pink, y'all know how to spell CHYNAPINK. It's a whole discount. Go on Miami Takeover and use it. Period. Because I am the motherfucking host of Miami Takeover.
I want to let y'all also want to let y'all know we Thursday to Monday, right? We also teamed up with No Sleep from South Beach.
Yeah.
And they the whole Atlanta crew, and they come down to Miami real heavy. So when you're coming down this year, you're gonna get not only DMV, you're gonna get Atlanta heavy. So listen, it ain't all the people that you see in the videos or the shows. It's different folks, and I want all y'all to come out, real talk. And I want to thank China Pink for allowing us to come on the show and tell y'all what we got going on. But guess what? She's hosting the joint with her pink hat and her pink bathing suit. So make sure y'all come through, all right?
Right, Peekaboo. Yes, come on, we going around. No more drinks for you, Peekaboo. She said, Come on, Peekaboo on the street. Come on, Instagram.
I know one thing. You better be playing my song in Miami.
Right. You're not playing my new songs.
You can find me at the Peekaboo Experience on all platforms, Peekaboo Artistry. I'm in a reality show, the DMV Iconic Dolls.
Period.
Yes, let's go.
And another reality show, DMV Boss Queen.
Period. All that's dropping this year.
And I have my own reality show that's coming too, that's dropping by the end of the year, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
You can find all my upcoming products that's coming out at peekabooartistry.com.
Yeah. What's going on, 50 Bands?
Listen, y'all already know who it is. The girls that travel the world. I'm not Lisa of the world, but I am the Lisa S. Canty, who travels globally for a little of nothing. But you can follow me at Join Lisa S. Canty. Make sure. And if you got any sports tickets that you want to get, because you already know that the Redskins is going to be in Spain. So I got tickets. Okay, I got tickets for that. You can hit me up for those. And you know, it's going to be a vibe because I'm seriously contemplating coming to the Miami Takeover.
Yeah. Ain't no seriously. If I'm the host and you my whole rollie, you definitely in the fucking building.
But then I'm definitely in the building.
What's going on?
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because I still travel and I keep looking for that.
Great. Maya got a
Hello.
I'll go
I'm
last.
Maya. My Instagram is London_Bridges. We do have a pool party coming up June 21st.
Yeah.
Me and the girls are doing it.
And
It's
two people.
$35 now. It will be more at the door.
Definitely.
Let us know if you want a table, anything like that. You can reach out to me in China, June 21st. Please mark that on the calendar for. We want to see you there. Well, okay.
It's gonna be a lot of people.
Miami Takeover party.
Miami Takeover, yeah.
So I just want to shout out my whole JYB family.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
JY.
We be representing the band that's, you know what I'm saying, that's very iconic in this go-go business. So, you know, we look forward to the Miami Takeover. Definitely. Let me plug in a little something each and every Friday. Urban Crack.
Okay.
Urban Crack. 7 to 12. Get there early. Get in early, then you can go wherever you want to go after that. Just come check us out each and every Friday.
Ladies
Urban
free.
Crack. Ladies, it's $20 all night.
I'm gonna be
ladies
y'all
free.
hit
Ladies
my
free
phone.
before 7. Or something like that. Before 9. I don't know.
Before
But
8.
yeah, before
Either
8.
way,
Ladies free. Yeah, so, you know, y'all just come check us out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We look forward to, shout out to my, you know, our you know, Mitch Craft. Love DC Go. Come on to Mitch Craft. You know, we got all out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mom too. And yeah, okay, well, since Wylie K say, you know, he's is the mic on, he's the Don King of this shit. I got one thing to say to all the bands. Y'all better come, because we putting foot tag.
I love it. Belt ass.
Hey, listen. We're gonna get about here, and I'm listening. Hey, Bugs. I ain't got no problem with your homes. Love it so much. You already know what time it is, man. Like I said, we are Black Passion. Bet on Black is the hashtag, man. This Friday night, you can catch us down at the Fat Saturdays every 4th Friday. We're down there with Red Essence. This Saturday, we are down at Encore Lounge with Subtle Thoughts. Subtle. And check this out. Listen. This May 31st, man. I don't know if y'all know about the District E. That's the new spot. If y'all don't know, check the history about that entire city center situation. We used to have a real good thing going on down there when it was Lucky Strikes upstairs. Yeah. So now District E is downstairs. It's owned by Monumental Sports. That's the people that own the Wizards, the Capitals, and so on and so forth. They got go-go going on down there, and everybody's free all night long. So what I'm doing on the 31st, this is the thing that I'm doing for the 31st. I'm doing my Rapper's Delight Part 2. The first one, I had Killer Cow. I had my man Los from BYB. That was the first installment. But this installment on the 31st is going to be 32, a.k.a. The Burglar, Northeast Groovers. Y'all know who he is. We're going to have my man Los from BYB. We're running that back with him. And we have my man Gerard Street Garvey, the chosen one.
Oh my God, that's my motherfucking.
So listen, the 31st is free all night long. Come on down there. The band starts at 9 o'clock. Like I said, man, Black Passion, Bet on Black. Listen, we love y'all. We love y'all for having us this evening, man. It's been a long time coming to come down here and just be a part of this, because I've watched y'all show up plenty of times, you know. So it's definitely a great vibe being down here. So yeah, we love it, man. Miami Takeover, you already know what we gonna do, man. I ain't gonna say we gonna, spar with the greats, but we're gonna put on a great show, man.
That's what's up. I love that.
Yeah, Garvey and Killer Cow, what up? And I don't know if a lot of people don't know that Los is actually an artist too.
Yeah,
really? I didn't know that. Okay.
So we've been talking about that.
Killer Cow been on here before.
Yeah.
And have Gerard been on here before too. Yeah.
All legends, all hometown
legends. Yes.
So yeah, I'll be at the Miami Takeover, God willing. You can follow me on Instagram, Demont Pinder, DEMONTPINDER. That's on all social media platforms. Yeah, I'll be on the beach painting. I'll be at band
I hope one of those paintings be me on everything. I'm gonna keep putting that out there.
Absolutely, but I'm easy to find. You know, just check me on the social. I'm liable to be anywhere at any moment. So you know, I'm not sure what I got coming up, but I'm definitely honored to be on this platform right here, talking to the people. You know, I had a great time. Thank you, Big Bro, Wylie. You know, for bringing us together. What's that? Wylie K, Wylie K. Shout out to Apollo. You know, food is great. Also, Miss Eva, she in the building too. I did both covers. Crazy as Crazy does. I definitely want to shout that out. So catch me at DemontPender.com. No, not .com. But at DemontPender on Instagram, and you'll see what I got going on next.
Okay. So y'all always go last because I always got a lot to say. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all of the guests that we had here today. Thank y'all for pushing through. We truly appreciate y'all because everybody that's somebody has been on our show. You're not nobody. You have not been on here. If you somebody, you definitely been on here. Know that. Okay, let's start there. First of all, I got a whole lineup for y'all real quick. So I'm going to be about, give me 3 minutes, Nico. We out of here. 3 minutes. I know you got to go to the bathroom, so do I. Okay, so let's start here. First and foremost, we got, as Maya said, Pretty Dolls Entertainment Pool Party is coming up. If y'all don't know, y'all better look up Pretty Dolls Entertainment and see what we do for this city every year. We've been doing this for about at least seven years. This is probably like our 7th annual pool party. And this year, we're having it at a place. It's not at a house. So we have an establishment where our pool is. You don't have to worry about the police coming. You don't have to worry about none of that. Because it's literally at an establishment. So with that being said, the pool is bigger than Burgers at Apollo by itself. Literally. That's how big the pool that we're having it at this year. It's going to be a nice situation. So definitely hit me, Maya, or Peekaboo up, DM us, inbox us for tickets. As Maya said, they are $35 right now. They will be going up to $40, and at the door will be $50. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna slide on to June 8th. June 8th, I am going to be a special guest at the Tyson's Summer Kickoff with Red Essence. It's actually several bands that's playing, and there's Byron Jennings that's giving that party. I am a promoter on that party, so you can't hit me up for tickets. I got hard tickets right now. They are $60. So if you want to go on Eventbrite, that's cool, but you will pay the Eventbrite fee. You won't pay taxes with me. You can come through me with a $60 ticket, straight $60. That's what it's giving right now. They will be going up. And that's in maybe like 3 weeks, 4 weeks almost, 2 weeks. Okay. Also, if you didn't see, it's June 8th. We are. So I was about to announce that. So I am selling tickets for that event. Even though I am supposed to be a special guest appearance, but because I was offered a press pass for the BET Awards, I wasn't there. Yeah, we going to the awards. We're going to Cali. We're leaving on the 7th. We'll be back on the 10th. And yes, y'all will see us representing for DC at the BET Awards. Yes, we all these two right here. That's what's going on with us this month. Yeah, clock it. Oh, I'm definitely, listen, I want to finish. Let me tell y'all, this hat, first and foremost, because it's pink, I'm going to rock it more than y'all even know. I'm not a hat girl, but I love this job. It's cute on you. It's cute. I like it. Clock it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for designing my hat in the car. It's meant the world. I love my CHYNA'PINK hat, y'all. And what's going on? Cause okay, if my mommy called it, we ain't finished yet, Mom. Let me finish. Also, June 28th, I am hosting Capote's birthday party. If you follow me on CHYNA'PINK the actress, you will see the flyer for that event. But I really want to announce Miami Takeover. Miami Takeover, y'all, July 25th through July 28th. Book your rooms under MiamiTakeover.com. Use the code CHYNA'PINK if you want a discount. Don't use nobody else's code. Use mine though. CHYNA'PINK with a Y. So make sure y'all use that code. We definitely gonna have it up. I'm gonna definitely make sure I bring that whole vibe to each and every party that I host. I'm gonna make sure I bring my bitches out. I'm gonna make sure I bring y'all bitches out. Y'all niggas out. That's what's going on. Miami Takeover. That's what's going on. And like Kickaboo said, we got DMV Iconic Dolls reality show dropping this year. We work on that. We already finished filming. We got DMV Boss Queen season 1 and season 2 coming out. So make sure y'all check us out. I'm not exactly sure what platforms those gonna be in, but I'm pretty sure it's in the range of Amazon Prime, Tubi, all those things. Cause guess what? I'm already on all those anyway. Just Google me. I'm on Peacock, all that. The Actress of the Year. Yes, I won that. And the Show of the Year. We won that too. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to definitely clap myself up. Period. I don't care who's not clapping me up. I'm going to definitely clap it up. Yeah. And I would like to thank GoGoRadio and our DJ Turn every month for make sure that we straight on the Ladies and CHYNA'PINK Talk Show. Big shout out to Burgers at Apollo and their staff. They always make sure that we in the pocket like Lockett. Nani is gone. Usually he's still here, but he said, China, if y'all still going when I'm gone, I'm going to call you when I leave. But I mean, I knew he wasn't coming back. And that's fine.
Hey, China,
we definitely shout it out.
I want to interrupt you. Can we shout out Lonnie's Give Me That Beat Go reality show? Because we are part of the last. We are a part of the last 3 that are remaining on the official Go reality show. Give Me That Beat. We coming for that 25,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that for y'all. That's what's up.
It's 3 bands left.
Can you tell us the 3 bands?
The 3 bands are The Men, Wisdom Speaks, and Black Passion.
Oh,
yeah. We don't fault. 25K, a record deal, and a whole lot of other things that's going on.
I just got one more. I got one more plug to plug in.
Plug it in, girl.
August 16th, JYB 45th.
Okay. Oh, wow. What else will be at?
Location, we rolling the dice. I can't say it right there.
When they was 5 years old.
Hey, look, I
I
gotta say this one last thing too.
Okay.
Happy birthday going out to my man Fred Prime. I'll see you down there in a little bit. Hey Prime, happy birthday, man. You already know what time it is. We down flirting.
Bumpy Prime.
Bumpy Prime. That's
Yeah,
right. That's my family, man. Me. Bow.
Yeah, so I think that I have announced all my announcements. I also want to give you all a chance to follow GoGoRadio, follow the CHYNA'PINK Show, Pretty Dolls Entertainment, so y'all can stay up to beat with our pool parties that we got going on, because we may run it back for Labor Day. And also, of course, CHYNA'PINK Boutique and CHYNA'PINK the Actress. China is spelled with a Y. That's how y'all can find me on social media. Thank you again, guests, for coming through today. We so appreciate y'all. We're looking forward to Miami Takeover every year, like we've been doing for the last 10 years. Yeah, so with that being said, Sarah, you can go ahead and take us out with the outro, and we'll see y'all next month in June.
Bye.
Right here.